Blessings of all the Vaishnavas. I pay obeisances to all the Vaishnavas on the call. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripasindu Devacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnaveभ्यो नमो नमः. अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So thank you so much for listening patiently. So today is our 10th day of Parikrama. We will go from Deek to Badrinath. There are many places of pilgrimage in India, and especially prominent are Badrinarayan, Dwarka, Rameshwar and Jagannath Puri. These secret places are called the four dhams. Dham refers to a place where one can immediately contact the Supreme Lord. Today we are on a 17-kilometer trek to one of the most remote tirtha in Vraja, Badrinath. We feel like adventure, but our adventures are not mundane tourism. Our wanderings have real purpose and yield us some eternal benefit. Because we are searching for Krishna, our Goswamis have exemplified that this is the only real way to live here. हे राधे व्रज देवी के चललिते हे नंद सुनो कुता. Always searching for the son of Nanda Maharaja. About 5 kilometers north west to Deeg stands Didavali, said to be the place of Krishna's paternal grandmother. Srila Rupa Goswami writes, the name of Sri Krishna's grandmother is Vrajmandal. She is a respected lady in Vrajmandal. Her bodily color is just like kusumba flower. She wears green garments and she is in short in height. Her hair is as white as milk. I offer my respectful obeisances to Vrajmandal Devi, Krishna's grandmother, with merry joking words and she worships Krishna, calling him the moon of grandson. Happy and proud of her grandson, her feet no longer touch the ground when she walks. There is a temple of Lord Nrsingadev here. The deity is actually white. As we gradually approach the Himalayas of Vraja, we pass through Ko, a village famous for its milk products. Stopping briefly at a small temple here, we take darshan of beautiful Shri Radharaman. We stop for some time near a lake surrounded by a beautiful grove of Kadamba trees. This place is known as Kadamba Kanana. It's said that Krishna performed a Rasa Leela here with the girls of Pulinda tribe. While glorifying Krishna's flute song, the gopis refer to these tribal girls. Soon we cross the village of Alipur, which is only a kilometer from our destination. Then we enter a beautiful shaded courtyard. This is Badrinath or Adi Badri. Just as Krishna is source of all incarnations, so Vrajadham is the origin of all holy places. Therefore, the Badrinath found in Himalayas is an expansion of Badrinath found in Vraja. Hence, the name is Adi Badri. One of the Several pastimes and exalted personalities are connected with Badrinath. Nar Narayan Rishi, the Lord's fourth incarnation, lives there, practicing severe austerity, controlling his senses, and performing devotional service to instruct the world by his example about process of self-realization. The Srimad Bhagavatam describes Nar and Narayan as simultaneously one and two different personalities. One of them was the whitish complex and other is the blackish complex. They both had 4 arms. Their eyes resembled petals of blooming lotuses, and they wore garments of black deer skin and bird, along with the 3 stranded scratch there. Can anybody mute their phone? I heard some noise. In their hands, which were most purifying, they carried the mendicant's water pot, straight bamboo stuff, and lotus seeds prayer beads, as well as the all purifying Vedas in the symbolic form of bundle. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, now we can hear you.
Okay, sorry, I think I got cut off. Okay, so their bearing was tall, and their yellow effulgence, the color of radiant lightning, appearing as austerity performed. They were being worshipped by the foremost demigods. But Badrikashram is also related to Uddhava. When Krishna's departure was imminent, Uddhava, in an ocean of lamentation, asked the Lord what he should do. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, "My dear Uddhava, take my order and go to my ashram called Badrika. Purify yourself by both touching and also bathing in holy water there, which have emanated from my lotus feet. Rid yourself of all sinful reactions with sight of secret Alaknanda river. Dress yourself in bark and eat whatever is naturally available in the forest. Thus you should remain content and free from desire, tolerant of all dualities, good-natured, self-controlled, peaceful, and bestow with transcendental knowledge and realization. With fixed attention, meditate constantly upon these instructions I have imparted to you and assimilate their essence. Fix your word and thoughts upon me, and always endeavor to increase your realization of my transcendental qualities. In this way, you will cross beyond the destination of the three modes of nature, and finally come back to me. In addition, Srila Vyasadeva and Lord's literary incarnation stays in uh, Samya Prash in Badrikashram, where he compiled all the Vedic literature, is said to be living still in his cave. Next to that cave is Ganesha's cave. Ganesha served Vyasadeva as his scribe. Shripad Madhvacharya, after whom our sampradaya is named, also travelled to Badrinath to take instruction from Vyasadeva. The Badrikashram is in Himalaya, is accessible for only 6 months of the year. During other 6 months, no one lives on the mountain, and the deities are left with stock of grains. Men from nearby military camps climb to hear conch shell, trumpeting and bells ringing from the desert hill. When the priests return, all the grains are gone. Actually, Narad Muni is in charge of Badrinarayan's worship, and it is he who ensures that the worship continues during the winter month. Although Narada is traveling sage, Badrinath is considered his headquarters. He of course also met Srila Vyasadeva there. The glory of Adi Badri is the deity of Nar Narayan Rishi. To have their darshan, we climb large roughly steps to the temple. The temple room is small. Shiny black deity of 4-armed Nara and Badrinarayana. We offer our obeisances to them, and on their left are deities of Shiva and Ganesha, and on their right are Uddhava. Srinathji and Radha Krishna are neatly dressed and served with obvious donation. So next we go on Badrinath Parikrama. One day Nanda Maharaja wanted to take his family on pilgrimage to Badrikashram and Kedarnath. He had previously prayed to Lord Narayan for a son, and after attaining Krishna, he wanted to thank Lord Badrinarayan with worship. Krishna, however, didn't want Nanda Maharaja or the Vrajavasis to leave Vraja. So he brought his family here and revealed Badrinath to them, complete with all its pastime, places and divine associates. Today we plan to walk in the Vrajavasi footsteps. In the early morning, the devotees gather in the temple courtyard and file through a back gate of up the slopes of Narayan Parvat. After some time peering through the undergrowth, we are able to spot the red flag flying above Lakshman Jhula. Jhula refers to hanging bridge. This place neatly kept between two mountains where Lakshman performed austerity. We take darshan of his beautiful smiling deity. If one faces Naraparvat, then looking northwest and across the valley, one can see the dried up river beds of Ganga and Saraswati. Both meet at the place known as Triveni Sangam. To our far left is Gandhamadan mountain, and to our far right Trikut Parvat. There is also mention of a lake which is quite some distance away to our left called Dev Sarovar. The Garga Samhita tells us that once as Radha and Krishna wandered through the forest talking with each other, they came to Dev Sarovar and sat down on its shore. There they saw a sage named Rubhu Muni, who had been standing on one foot for 60,000 years and meditating on the divine tapas. Krishna called out to him, but he could not hear the Lord because he was on the verge of leaving his body. Then the Lord disappeared from the sage's internal vision. Rubhu Muni was so bewildered that he opened his eyes. Behold, a most amazing sight. Radha and Krishna were personally present before him. Overwhelmed by ecstasy, Rubhu Muni circumambulated them, offered beautiful, heartfelt prayers, and then gave up his body for falling at their lotus feet. Because of his intense love for the Lord, the sage's body melted and started flowing like a river. We go down the stairs near Vrajmandal and walk along the dry river bed towards Trikut Parvat. Once Srila Narada Muni visited Vaikuntha, where he saw Lakshmi Devi serving Lord Narayana, and Lord was enjoying all kind of opulence. The sage became thoughtful. My dear Lord, he said, every time I visit you, I see the same scene. You are relaxing on a couch and Lakshmi Devi is massaging your feet. When I go all over the universe to broadcast your glories and people ask what you were doing, I have to give them the same reply. You are lying down and being served by Lakshmi Devi. My Lord, it is the benefiting for you to enjoy your opulence in this way, for you are the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Yet it makes me anxious because people follow both your teachings and examples. Those who hear only about this activity may be inspired to do the same, misled into thinking that life is meant for their own enjoyment. Although the first order you gave to Lord Brahma was to perform tapa, there is no tapa in your pastime. Whatever great men do, common men follow. Therefore, my Lord, I think it would be quite appropriate if you also perform some austerities to teach by your example and self-realization, and not enjoyment is the goal of human life. In this way, those who will follow you will become purified. Lord Narayana took Narad Muni's concern seriously and consented to his request. He suggested Lakshmi Devi visit Nagaloka for some time, and while she was away, he looked for a place to perform austerity. Austerities are normally performed in remote places like mountains, caves and forests. He came on Badrikashram, formerly known by the name Kedar Khanda, and was extremely pleased with its beauty. The Lord thought it ideal for his pastimes for performing austerities, but someone already living there. Lord Shiva and Parvati Devi were living at Kedar Khanda and already performing tapasya. Every morning they would go to Taptakunda, which was fed by hot springs, and bathe. In Rajadham, Tapasya Kunda is cool, but in Himalaya it is water is hot. On one such morning they came across a beautiful child who appeared lonely and was crying. Parvati was instantly attracted to him, and out of affection she wanted to pick him up and look after him. Lord Shiva, however, was suspicious and warned her not to touch him. He could sense that this child would be a source of trouble. Parvati was not convinced, and overcome by motherly feeling, brought the child home and left him there while she and her husband went for bathing. When the couple returned from Tapasya Kunda, they were surprised to see that the door of their house was locked, and that the person on the bed was no longer child but Lord Narayan himself. Smiling, the Lord explained that he liked this place and wanted to stay there and perform austerities. He asked Shiva and Parvati to find another place for themselves. Lord Shiva admonished his wife for not having heard his advice. Then the two decided to move to Kedarnath. Meanwhile, when Lakshmi Devi returned to Vaikuntha, her beloved Lord Narayana was not there. In great anxiety, she searched for him all over the universe. Finally, she came to Kedarnath, Kedar Khanda. Lakshmi Devi wanted to serve the Lord, but she couldn't. He was now in renounced order, and she was in the form of woman. Therefore, she decided to take the form of Badri tree and serve him by offering her shade. This is how the name Badri Narayan came out. As we leave the valley, there is a mention of Haridwar and Har Ki Pauri, which are not far to our left. In the Himalayas, Haridwar is the foothill, and Har Ki Pauri is a spiritual landmark in Haridwar. We turn right and head back towards the Nar Narayan temple. The last place we visit before going to the Nar Narayan temple is the Yogamaya temple. Offering our respectful obeisances, we pray to Yogamaya Devi to give us shelter so that we can serve Krishna to his fullest satisfaction. Next we go is the Badrinath to Kamyaman via Kedarnath. Vraja is the above abode of madhurya, sweetness, and everything seen, spoken, and heard here is imbued with this same quality. The only next comes is the Kedarnath. The only resident of Kedarnath is Lord Shiva's Pujari. A stone stairways into the mountainside leads us 270 steps up to the top. We find ourselves when we climb the stairs, we find ourselves facing the temple, which is actually a natural cave. The overhang cave reminds us to a multi-hooded snake. We crawl beneath the huge rock to pay respect to the self-manifested Shiva Linga inside. The Linga is not round, black and smooth like traditional Linga, but reddish in color, with the face and hair of Lord Shiva quite visible on it. Although worn away by time, the Panasonic view from atop hill has us transfixed. Lord Shiva's position is unique. Srila Prabhupada writes, Lord Shiva is not actually like a living entity, but he is not the supreme personality of Godhead. His position is somewhere between Vishnu and the personality of Godhead, and Brahma is the living entity. Shriram yatha dadhikara vishesha yogat sanjayate nahi tata prutagasti heto yashyamrutamaki tatha samupeti karyat govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. Just as milk is transformed into curd by the action of acid, but yet the effect curd is neither the same as nor different from its cause with milk. So I adore the primeval Lord Govinda, of whom the state of Shambhu is a transformation for the performance of the work of destruction. Aside from Lord Shiva's many amazing activities such as taking charge of annihilation, he is a dear devotee of Krishna. He is Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Shyamagauri Mataji. Thank you very much.
I think I am reading some extra. I forgot. I read the till 12th day also.
That's okay.
It says day 10 and 11, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
No. It's in fact good. Because we have to catch up a lot. I mean, the other day also we missed reading, right?
Yeah. So, but I did not read fully. Only half a 12th day is half done, and after that we will go for another like Badrinath to Kamyavan and Kamyavan to Kamyavan interior Parikrama tomorrow.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mataji.
Thank you so much. And very nice of reading. I feel so good, and all the dham which are in India, they are all in Vraja. So thank you so much.
Thank you for giving us the same experience. Very, very grateful to you.
Thank you so much, Shyamagauri Mataji, and thank you, Sundaraman Prabhuji, for a wonderful class and wonderful Vrajmandal Parikrama. And this time we got to go to Badrikashram and all those places. Thank you so much, Mataji, for giving us an opportunity to actually, virtually at least, visit Vrajmandal. Thank you so much. Shall we end the call, Mataji?
Yes, Mataji.
वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, ब्रजमंडल परिक्रमा की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, हिज ग्रेस सुंदरानंद प्रधान की जय। Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.